Haitian population in Saint Louis, like also like in James Island, like at Bintang and Albreda. You see, and really some of them would own property, like in Alberta. They also own property in Gore, and like in Saint Louis and so on. And like they had boats, like trading, like between the trading centers of what is today Senegal and the trading centers of what is today the Gambia. So you can see that these women also, they played a very, very, like important role in integration.
The trading trend still exists between the two countries. To a Senegambian fashion designer, Aduletsi, the cross-border trade is highly important.
I think the way fashion is integrating Gambia and Senegal is simple. Is that we wear the same thing. What I'm wearing right now is exactly what Senegal is wearing. And also we, the fashion designers in the Gambia, we have a very good relationship with fashion designers in Senegal. We exchange ideas as much as we can. And what I can tell you is that the creation of our designs and that of Senegal, they integrate very much. The day you have a creation in Senegal, the next day you see it in Gambia through our magazines, the Lifa magazine, the Linger magazine, and so many other magazines coming up from Senegal. The day it's produced, the next day it's in Gambia. So we do exchange fashion as well. And Senegalese love our materials. Like some of these materials you see here, and some of the brocades you see me wearing, some of them are imported imported from other countries into Gambia. But because of the price difference, Senegalese do come and buy them here. The prices are very reasonable here, and they do come and buy. A lot of Senegalese do come every day or every other day or every week to load containers full of materials, textile, and send it to Senegal. And another example I can give you is this purse and bag I'm just holding here. This is the sir material. We call it sir, the local woven materials. They are woven by Gambian women here. I normally weave them here in the Gambia, and I take them to Senegal for production. So this shoes and bag is produced in Senegal. So that's a good example of fashion. The raw material is from the Gambia, but the finishing product is done in Senegal. And apart from that, we just have a very good relationship.
Since the two countries share so many things in common, they are bound to coexist in the spirit of unity, peace and development.
Since it's cultures in existence, it's not something that you negotiate, it's not something you recreate, it is all there, already there. You speak, you are Jola in Fonyi, Gambia, you speak Jola, you are the Jola in Fonyi, Casamance, in Bijona, you are the same. You are Wolof speaking Banjulian and the Wolof speaking Salum, and or Ball is the same. At this level, the people are related family-wise, historically, family-wise.
Changer de position. Des zones long.
One of the prehistoric cultural links between Gambia and Senegal are the megalithic stone circles found in North Bank of the Gambia and in Saloum region of Senegal.
Archaeological discoveries have shown that these stone circles were burial sites, for kings and nobles, and they were built plus minus like 1000 AD, meaning that they are like over 1000 years old. what is more interesting is that they are found both in present-day Gambia and in present-day Senegal. So the fact that, these melodic sites are found in both countries shows that, there is some, like some commonality, in culture, and like in civilization, particularly, when it comes to the use of stone, during the period we call the Stone Age in history.
In 2006, Senegal and Gambia worked together to have the stone circles jointly nominated into the prestigious UNESCO World Heritage Site list of cultural sites of universal value to humankind. Islam is the predominant religion practiced in both countries. There are various religious communities. Muslims and Christians live together harmoniously.
Now you realize that Senegal and Gambia have been held as one region under the banner of religion, under the banner of the church. And the missionaries have been coming into Senegal, and then they extend themselves into Gambia to work and build up the church. The Catholic Church in Senegal and that of the Gambia hold one thing in common, because we are like the same people, same Christians, same ethnic groups, and then we also have modes of integration by going for pilgrimages. You know about the Popongen pilgrimage. You'll see Christians from the Gambia going in to meet Christians in Senegal, and they all have one particular forum in which they do their mode of worship. Just like we have in the Islamic sector, where people go for ziyaras and dairies and tuba and all these things. But nonetheless, this is like the pilgrimage that we normally have annually, and it brings in Christians from Senegal and the Gambia, and we all mix. As I speak to you, I have relations in Senegal. When I go for pilgrimages there, I make a visit to them in Dakar, in Pastel, Oseni, where some of them are my cousins, and we mixed.
I think Intermarriage does promote integration because, fortunately for me, my husband is a Senegalese. He's from the village of Chihuahuan. I'm related to the Si family. And I'm always visiting my in-laws, and they do come and visit me all the time. My children are Senegambians. They have Senegalese and have Gambians. And we also do organize this big gamo. From this gamo, in the past years, we have witnessed marriages between some of the guests that do come here and see Gambian men or women, and they do marriage. And we do make friends. It is a real means of integration.
Musa Afyangom is a renowned Senegambian musician whose dream is to see a more fruitful political integration and less attention to the official languages.
Senegal ak Gambia benn bopp la kenn mënu ko xar ñaar.
Senegambia has one head and cannot be split into two. Just take a look at me. That's why I'm wearing different kind of shoes. The size and quality are the same. The two only differ in color, representing Francophone and Anglophone. The day I will wear the same kind of shoes will be the day when Senegal and the Gambia become one.
Language being something very important, the language might be a barrier here, where the blood has not been a barrier, where the cultural specificities has not been barriers. The language, because the language is here, talking about the official language, which are very, very insignificant compared to our own languages, because our own languages, we share them. There is no difference between the wall of, here in the Gambia and the wall of outside, because when we talk about communication, we talk about talking and understanding each other. And the moment it happens, that moment, we are one. That's when we talk about English or French that we have a problem. And I used to tell to myself and to people that let's look at it from this perspective. By the time there was a need for them, for the Western people, to divide us, they decided to get agree on that issue, to divide us, even if they were not okay in terms of peace building and things of the like. So how about us, who share everything? So today, more than ever, we need to look at that aspect of things, bearing in mind that you cannot be talking about the Mandingo of Senegal and the Mandingo of Gambia. You cannot be talking about the Wolof of Senegal and the Wolof of